The heavens tore open. From the swirling clouds, a figure of unimaginable grandeur descended. This was no ordinary being. This was a mighty angel, a messenger from the very throne room of God. He was cloaked in a cloud, a vortex of power and light surrounding him. The angel's face shone like the sun, radiating with the glory of heaven. Above his head, a rainbow shimmered with every color imaginable. It was a crown of light, a symbol of God's promises and faithfulness. His very presence seemed to crackle with energy, a testament to the power he wielded. The angel's descent was not gentle, but an arrival of awe-inspiring power. He came with a roar, the sound of 1,000 storms echoing around him. This was a declaration, a cosmic announcement that shook the foundations of heaven and earth. With a final burst of light, the angel landed. One foot rested upon the vast ocean, the other upon the solid ground. It was a stance of absolute dominion, a symbol of his authority over all creation. His legs were like pillars of fire, blazing with an intensity that could consume all evil. Every eye was fixed on him, captivated by his magnificence. There was no doubt this was a messenger bearing a message of the utmost importance. In his hand, the angel held a small book. It was open, its pages filled with words that seemed to shimmer and glow. What secrets did it contain? What prophecies, what judgments, what words of hope or warning? The rainbow above his head pulsed with vibrant colors, mirroring the emotions of the divine. It was a reminder that even in the midst of judgment, God's mercy and faithfulness endure. This was a vision of power and glory, a glimpse into the heart of the divine. The angel's presence was a spectacle of light and sound, a sensory experience that transcended human comprehension. It was a moment etched in eternity, a testament to the majesty and wonder of the divine. Then the angel raised his head and let out a cry. It was not a sound of pain, but of power, a sound that shook the very foundations of the world. Following his earth-shattering cry, 7 thunders roared in response. They were voices from beyond the veil, pronouncements of unimaginable power and significance. John, the beloved disciple, trembled as he heard the thunders. He instinctively reached for his quill, eager to record the words that echoed through the heavens. He yearned to capture their meaning, to understand the mysteries they held. But a voice, gentle yet firm, stopped him. "Seal up what the 7 thunders have said and do not write it down," the voice commanded. It was a voice filled with authority, a voice that brooked no argument. John, though his heart burned with curiosity, obeyed. The words of the thunders were not for him to know, not yet. The silence that followed was heavier than the thunders themselves. It was a silence filled with anticipation, with the knowledge that something even greater was about to unfold. The angel, with a gesture full of grace and power, lowered the little book. It hovered in the air between him and John. "Take it and eat it," the angel commanded. His voice, though thunderous, held a note of gentle urging. John, filled with a sense of awe and trembling obedience, reached out and took the book. It was surprisingly light, yet it pulsed with an energy that resonated deep within him. As he ate the book, he felt a sweetness flood his mouth, a sweetness unlike anything he had ever tasted. It was the sweetness of divine truth, of God's promises and love. But as he swallowed, the sweetness turned bitter. The truth, he realized, was not always easy to digest. It contained prophecies of trials and tribulations, of judgments and sorrows to come. Yet, within the bitterness there was a strange comfort, for even in the midst of hardship, God's faithfulness and love would endure. The experience left John shaken but resolute. He had tasted the future, and he knew that God was in control. The prophetic visions, the symbols, the awe-inspiring presence of the angel, they all pointed to the ultimate truth: God reigns, and his purposes will prevail.